Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's Javon Harley with your Health Co. coming to you about some great topics. I came to you the other day about Game of Thrones and Power, but I wanted to hit on with all the changes that have happened just recently in the news. John Kelly going into the upward position, and Donald Trump, kind of scooting out some people's. And I just wanted to talk about who's in your cabinet. Who do you have in your cabinet, your surroundings? Who is in your circle? So, real quick, there's a secretary. There's a lot of people in the cabinet. So, there's a Secretary of State, the the Vice President, the Secretary of State, the Treasurer, the Defense, President of Defense, Attorney General, the agricultural, the commerce person, the labor, the health, the housing, transportation. There's a lot of people in the cabinet. It's over 20 people, 20 different sects within the cabinet. So I wanted to talk about who's in your cabinet. So you look at the Game of Thrones, Khaleesi. She has the hand. She has advisors. Thanks for the super heart, sis. She has a lot of people in her cabinet who's advising her, who's giving her suggestions. Ultimately, it's you. It's your business. They're the head, but you have certain people around you that are making strong suggestions or advising you on things. And I wanted to kind of touch on that. So, Game of Thrones is definitely a strategic show. I had to listen to it in depth because Tyrion was giving really some sound advice to Jon Snow, and I had to kind of dissect some of the things that he was talking about. Again, this is Javon Harley with your Health Co., the bow tie marketer, giving you some things to think about in your day-to-day business. So, Secretary of Defense. If you look at the description of the Secretary of Defense, that person is primarily going out to foreign agencies. Yes, more than Power, definitely. Definitely more than Power this time around. Power was kind of, still kind of catching up, reallocating, getting back with people who were out there in Power, handling things while Ghost was in jail. But like the Secretary of Defense, he's out there talking to foreign leaders, garnering up, relationships in the foreign sector. Your VP is kind of like your shadow. He's shadowing some of the things. He's kind of reverbing some of the things that you're saying. I don't really see Vice President Pence, doing a lot of his own thing. You don't hear too much about that. Joe Biden did. He was out there, drumming up, his own conversations. But I don't hear too much about Vice President Pence talking about, his own desires and things that he's going. So, the Secretary of State, the new Secretary of State, John Kelly, is supposed to bring in some uniformity and bring in some structure. He's a prior military man. I'm a prior military man, so I understand where he could guide the cabinet to and kind of keep a structure. So I just wanted to kind of go on with that mindset. Who's in your cabinet? So who do you have in your cabinet? That was a conversation I would like to have. Give me some feedback. Tell me, send me out a 1 if you have more than 5 people in your circle, in your cabinet, in your business. Send me out a 2 if you have less than, if it's just you and another partner. Send me out a 3 if it's just you. If you're doing everything. If you are the insurance, if you are the defense, and in defense in your company could be that person who's guarding and making sure proper information is coming in and proper information is going out. So you can dissect these different sects into what's relevant to your company. So again, for the President of the United States, welcome everybody from around the world, but for the President of the United States, they have the Secretary of Defense, you have the Vice President, you have the Treasurer, the Defense Department, your Attorney General, your interior and your agricultural person. Person who's dealing with commerce. Commerce for us as business people is very important. Your labor person is very important. Who's dealing with your labor? Who's handling sending out your employees to the field, and who's monitoring that? We have a great contract with the sports team, and I have 2 people right now who are monitoring our labor force. They are doing a lot of recruitment. I'm doing a lot of recruitment to increase our labor force because of the mass work that we're going to be doing. Again, my name is Javon Harley with your Health Co., the bow tie marketer, letting you know that your cabinet and the people surrounding you is extremely important, but you need to know what they do, what their jobs are. The President of the United States has kind of made a lot of adjustments to his cabinet, maybe for good reasons, maybe for not, but we will see. There's a Department of Education. Are you educating not only your staff but your clients and the people that you work with about what you do? Education is extremely important on so many different levels, and you need to have a format and a platform for that, for education. So many sections of I wrote them all down, so I'm just kind of reviewing them all. Your Treasury Department. Do you have an accountant? Are you doing all the accounting on yourself? Are you running your numbers? Do you have QuickBooks? Do you have other platforms? I use Infusionsoft. Great platform, Infusionsoft, and there's many other platforms out there. But we do also have an accountant. We have large accounts where we're still funneling through the numbers, and he knows the numbers best. So why not, have somebody who's well versed in that to handle your finances? So I just wanted to bring that subject up in the replay. You can reach me in my link if you have more questions. But let's talk about your cabinet, or who's in your circle. Again, I appreciate it, guys, for coming in. More to come, but let's think about that in that Game of Thrones and Power conversation that we had. Thanks again. If you're a female entrepreneur, you should definitely get with the Savvy Business Chick. Giving a shout out, Savvy Business Chick, to learn more about being a female entrepreneur, savvy businessmen. She has some great content that will help you out. No problem. We are on a great collaboration. My sister, biological sister, but sister in business as well, to push out a lot of great contact, great information, and we have a wealth of knowledge. I have over 20 years of medical experience. She has 18 years of great accounting and knowledge and learning and growing through all of our knowledge. My partner, Ed Cutler, he has over 20 years of experience in the medical field. So we are bringing out great content into the field. Experts in the field, definitely wizards, gurus in the field of laboratory and health and wellness. So guys, I appreciate you staying with me. Follow me for more great content. We will be doing something consistently every day. We have a conference call coming up this evening that I'm preparing for. So guys, look forward to talking to you. All right, bye-bye.